If you're on the lookout for the upcoming RPGs this 2024, I got you. I have the best RPG that is coming our way this 2024. Stick around because I have a 2 bonus game for you at the end of this video. If you're ready, let's jump right in. Kicking things first with Sandland. Unexpectedly announced by our beloved Akira Toriyama's manga Sandland is set to be adapted into a video game alongside an anime series. Renowned for his work on Dragon Ball, Toriyama's influence extends beyond manga into the realm of video games, notably shaping iconic franchises such as DragonQuest and contributing to the development of revered titles like Chrono Trigger and Blue Dragon. The upcoming Sandland game will take the form of an action RPG, immersing players in a world depleted of natural resources, reminiscent of a blend between Mad Max and Dune with an anime aesthetic. Players will assume the role of Beelzebub, a demon embarking on a quest to discover a mythical spring, promising an expansive adventure beyond this initial objective. From the glimpses provided by available footage, Sandland showcases captivating visuals reminiscent of DragonQuest's art style. Although it may not boast the budget of a mainline Final Fantasy installment, the game appears poised to deliver a compelling presentation. While melee combat remains integral, the focus seems to be on vehicular action, offering players opportunities to customize and enhance their available options. Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree. Patience may indeed be rewarded as From Software endeavors to fulfill the hopes of fans with the much-anticipated expansion, Shadow of the Erdtree, for Elden Ring. Following the game's initial release in February 2022, nearly 2.5 years will have elapsed by the time the DLC graces the market. From Software has established a reputation for crafting substantial expansions that feel like standalone experiences, often showcasing some of the studio's finest work. Shadow of the Erdtree is poised to be their most ambitious expansion yet, promising a wealth of fresh content. Transporting players to the Land of Shadow, a new expansive area comparable in size to Limgrave. The DLC teams with hidden treasures, intricate dungeons, and formidable enemies poised to challenge even the most seasoned adventurers. Building on the studio's tradition, the expansion is anticipated to feature formidable bosses surpassing those encountered in the base game of Elden Ring. Despite its status as downloadable content, Shadow of the Erdtree is primed to stand as one of the most significant releases of June 2024. Black Myth, Wukong has been generating buzz for a couple of years now, but it wasn't until August 2023 that the excitement reached fever pitch. Early footage showed promise, but it was the hands-on previews from select publications that truly ignited interest, revealing that the game offers more than just impressive trailers. While these previews only scratched the surface of what the final game will offer, they did showcase the title's innovative combat system, blending melee, magic, and stance changes seamlessly. The melee combat, in particular, revolves around a staff, a fitting choice given the game's inspiration from the Journey to the West novel, which also influenced Dragon Ball. With its visually stunning presentation and dynamic, fast-paced action, Black Myth has the potential to be one of the standout surprises of 2024. It presents a fresh take on the Souls-like formula, leveraging the genre's trademark challenging boss fights and intense combat as a foundation upon which to build something both familiar and innovative. Stalker Heart 2 Heart of Chernobyl defining the Stalker series is a challenge in itself. While categorized as first-person shooters, they diverge significantly from the typical conventions of the genre. Open-world elements pervade the games, though they are more thematic than constituting a distinct genre. Stalker's unforgiving universe and emphasis on survival set it apart from titles like Fallout, despite superficial similarities. While survival horror may be a fitting label, newcomers expecting experiences akin to Resident Evil or Silent Hill will find themselves off the mark. Similarly, while the RPG descriptor fits to some extent, It's not entirely accurate, though fans of the genre may still find aspects worth exploring, provided they are receptive to Stalker's unique blend of genres and immersive sim qualities. Heart of Chernobyl has faced challenges in its pre-launch cycle, largely due to factors beyond GSC's control, leading to some delays. However, a release date of September 2024 has been confirmed. Promising an ambitious evolution of its esteemed predecessors, Heart of Chernobyl holds the potential to deliver an unparalleled experience unmatched by any other project in 2024. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. Although spin-offs kept the Suikoden franchise alive for some time, the last mainline installment debuted in 2006. Despite not every entry being hailed as a masterpiece, Konami's JRPG series maintained a commendable standard of quality throughout the eras of PS1 and PS2. While all numbered titles hold their own appeal, the PS1 releases, particularly Suikoden 2, are often revered, with many considering it among the finest JRPGs on Sony's inaugural home console, a reputation well-deserved. Konami has unveiled plans to launch an HD remaster compilation featuring the first 2 entries in the franchise, both boasting substantial campaign lengths. Thus far, changes to the package appear primarily cosmetic, aligning with the project's aim to remaster rather than remake the games. However, Suikoden and its sequel have aged gracefully, and the success of The Legend of Dragoon's recent PS Plus debut underscores the enduring demand for PS1-era JRPGs. YS10 Nordics made its debut on September 28, 2023, in Asia, marking Falcom's latest addition to its enduring JRPG series, available in select regions. However, the release date for the English version remains unconfirmed. While YS9 received a somewhat mixed reception, the franchise has enjoyed a resurgence in popularity since the success of YS8, which introduced the esteemed series to a broader audience. Initial reviews of the Japanese version suggest that YS may 10th spark division among fans. Departing from the series' traditional party system, the game opts for a dual protagonist approach. Notably, the combo system enabling the two leads to merge forces appears to be excessively potent, potentially overshadowing individual abilities. Additionally, the inclusion of ship-based exploration and combat may prove contentious. Nonetheless, Falcom has a proven track record of delivering engaging action, so even if YS10 falls short of the franchise's pinnacle, it promises an enjoyable experience. Hades 2. Hades, released in 2020, has rightfully earned acclaim as a pinnacle of the roguelite genre, but its excellence extends beyond that label. It stands as a remarkable action RPG as well. Supergiant Games has confirmed the development of a sequel, which will shift the spotlight to Zegru's sister as the protagonist. Drawing from Greek mythology, Hades 2 unfolds as the underworld faces turmoil instigated by Kronos, Hades' father and the Titan of Time. Milanoe, the new protagonist, is likely tasked with thwarting the Titan, although Supergiant's narratives tend to be richly nuanced and intricate. According to the game's FAQ, Hades may second delve into witchcraft as a central theme, with Milanoe portrayed as a sorceress. Monster Hunter Wilds. The anticipation for a new Monster Hunter installment is always palpable, and Wilds appears poised to deliver an impressive experience. While details remain somewhat scarce, Capcom has confirmed a 2025 release for the game, slated to launch on the PS5, PC, and Xbox Series X/S. Consequently, Wilds is expected to share more similarities with World than with Rise, as the latter was tailored to accommodate the Nintendo Switch's limitations, resulting in comparatively smaller maps. While it's arguable that Monster Hunter occupies a unique niche outside traditional RPGs, it undeniably incorporates various role-playing elements. As such, It remains a solid choice for RPG enthusiasts seeking action-oriented gameplay over narrative depth. Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines stands as a quintessential cult classic. Despite its rough edges, this RPG boasts exceptional writing, memorable characters, and robust customization options, granting players ample creative freedom. For the longest time, it appeared destined to stand alone in the video game industry. However, in 2019, Bloodlines 2 was unveiled to the world. Since then, the game has faced several delays, and information regarding its development has been inconsistent. Nevertheless, the Vampire the Masquerade franchise has seen several spin-offs in recent years, indicating the enduring vitality of the IP. Set in the vibrant backdrop of Seattle, Bloodlines 2 invites players to embody a newly transformed vampire, selecting elements such as their human background and preferred discipline. Central to the success of Vampire the Masquerade is its intricate clan system, allowing players to align with one of the city's vampire factions, a feature expected to return in Bloodlines 2. Gameplay-wise, the sequel appears to stay true to its predecessor, offering immersive first-person action coupled with a robust dialogue system. Elder Scrolls 6. The revelation of the Elder Scrolls 6 was inevitable, but Bethesda has divulged little beyond its announcement. Aside from a few inferred details from scant footage, the game remains largely enigmatic. Yet, The Elder Scrolls 6 possesses the kind of allure that generates hype simply by existing. While Bethesda's sequel is realistically still a few years from release, the publisher is likely to delay extensive marketing efforts until after completing Starfield's cycle. Nonetheless, it would be astonishing if The Elder Scrolls 6 doesn't ultimately ascend to become one of the best-selling games of all time. DragonQuest XII: The Flames of Fate. DragonQuest XII is an intriguing enigma. Since its unveiling in 2021, Square Enix has remained conspicuously silent about the next installment in the beloved JRPG franchise. DragonQuest's impact and popularity, particularly in Japan, are undeniable, where it stands as a cultural phenomenon. While there was a significant hiatus after DQ8, the 11th mainline entry garnered success in Western markets, revitalizing the franchise's international presence. Building on this momentum, DragonQuest XII is poised to be a monumental release, potentially rivaling the franchise's historic highs outside of Japan. Square Enix's decision to announce DQ12's existence early on may have been premature, or perhaps it was a strategic move to gauge public interest in a sequel. Whatever the reason, the prolonged silence following the reveal has left fans eagerly awaiting further updates. Hopefully, the publisher will shed light on the game's development in the near future, as the gaming community eagerly anticipates a new mainline Dragon Quest adventure. DragonAge: Dreadwolf. It's been over a decade since the last installment in the DragonAge series, and fans have been eagerly awaiting another BioWare masterpiece. Despite the mixed reception to the sequels, the franchise still holds significant sway in the RPG community, and a new entry will undoubtedly draw substantial attention and be subject to high expectations. Reports indicate that a sequel has been in development for years, but the process has been far from smooth. While a challenging development cycle doesn't necessarily equate to a disappointing final product, fans may want to temper their expectations until more information is officially revealed. Nevertheless, when DragonAge Dreadwolf eventually launches, it's bound to make a significant impact in the gaming world. The new Witcher saga, Polaris. Regardless of personal opinion, The Witcher 3 is widely regarded as one of the greatest RPGs in gaming history. For a while, it seemed that the 2015 release would mark the conclusion of CD Projekt Red's mainline Witcher series. However, in 2022, the developer surprised fans by announcing several new Witcher projects. In addition to a remake of 2007's The Witcher, CD Projekt Red confirmed that a new Saga is currently in development. While details about this project remain scarce, the studio has revealed that the games will utilize Unreal Engine 5. And finally, I will give you the 2 bonus RPGs I promised. This last 2 games were just released in this month of March 22, 2024. First is Rise of the Ronin. Over the past decade, Team Ninja has predominantly focused on crafting action RPGs, delivering enjoyable titles such as Nioh, Stranger of Paradise, and Wukong. This trend appears to persist with Rise of the Ronin, an open-world endeavor set during Japan's Bakumatsu period, signaling the end of the Edo era. In this game, players will have the opportunity to explore multiple cities and make decisions that significantly influence the overarching narrative. Rise of the Ronin stands out as one of the most anticipated exclusives for the PS5 in 2024, given Team Ninja's impressive track record. Expect fast-paced action complemented by a diverse array of historically accurate weapons and combat styles. Notably, parrying seems to play a pivotal role in the gameplay experience. Additionally, the game will support 4-player cooperative play, adding a layer of camaraderie to the adventure. And here is the final game on our list, Dragon's Dogma 2. For the better part of a decade, Capcom appeared indifferent to the significance of Dragon's Dogma. While Dark Arisen made its way to the PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, it did little to quench the thirst of fans craving something fresh and exhilarating. Despite its imperfections, the 2012 RPG adeptly captures its core elements: combat, character customization, and party dynamics. These pillars lay a sturdy foundation for a promising franchise, and Capcom seems poised to seize this potential with the upcoming release of Dragon's Dogma 2. Once again, players will traverse a dark fantasy realm plagued by a menacing dragon, with the ability to craft and personalize their character and accompanying pawns who will join them in battle. While Dragon's Dogma 2 appears to offer a familiar experience akin to its predecessor, this continuity may prove advantageous if it refines and expands upon its predecessor's concepts. With Capcom confirming the game's release date for March 2024, anticipation for the sequel is steadily building momentum. And there you have it, the top 15 upcoming RPGs of 2024. What are your thoughts on these upcoming titles? Let us know in the comments section. Also, consider subscribing to get the latest and best in gaming. Once again, thank you so much for watching until the end. Until next time.